Carol, do you see any difference in disciplines and how they respond to this? Have you seen any sort of differences between, say, the sciences and the social sciences and the humanities?
Yeah, huge discipline differences in some of the things. Now, in space, physical space kinds of issues, which is mostly an issue for students, there the discipline differences I don't think are going to be great. We're gathering the data on that now, and that's more of a socialization and group work and things, and that seems to cut across all the disciplines because a lot of the student users are students who are taking their general education requirements, for example. But where the discipline differences really show up are graduate students and upper division, undergraduate, graduate students, and faculty, absolutely, and to do with collections, not surprisingly. And we've seen that in our work in the past, just in reading patterns and amount of reading, type of material read, amount of time spent per, there are big differences. Medical faculty, for example, tend to rely very heavily on journal articles as their main source of information for all different purposes. Whereas, not surprisingly, again, humanities faculty, books are particularly important. And then so for some disciplines, conference proceedings are more important. So there's those kinds of differences, which I think every acquisitions librarian knows about, but it also goes into the value and purpose of use, depending on the discipline. But purpose of use is a big predictor of difference too. So the way people interact with both library services and library collections when they're preparing for teaching, if it's a faculty member, or doing research or writing or preparing a research proposal or current awareness, there's big differences in that. And one of the things that we found about the library is really that it's not unique, but an important value proposition of the library collections have to do, most importantly, to support research and teaching. The support of current awareness, for example, people have lots of other sources they use, and that's not really the library's main value proposition. But certainly teaching, but research in particular, we're seeing over and over again that's a huge role that the library plays for graduate students and faculty.